Hey everyone, this is David Brown with the migration update for May 14th, 2022 from the Braddock Bay Hawk Watch. It was yet another beautiful, warm, sunny morning, and I got to the park around 7 a.m. to do some warbling, and the winds were really light and variable for the first few hours, and then eventually there was a lake breeze that shifted us to Frisbee Hill. Here we have a northern flicker, which is a type of woodpecker, peeking its head out of a tree cavity. Here we have a black Burnian warbler with that striking orange throat. Here is my first of year red-eyed vireo. My entire first year of birding, I didn't even know that red-eyed vireos existed. And it turns out they're like the third most numerous breeding bird in Pennsylvania. And you can't go anywhere without stumbling over red-eyed vireos in the woods all summer. And they sing all day. So now I'm able to recognize them, and I guess I'll be hearing them for the next few months. Here we have a bay-breasted warbler, and there were quite a few of these around this morning. Here we have a northern parula, or parula, whichever way you like to say it. Well, this isn't a great photo, but it's a blackpoll warbler, and when blackpoll warblers start showing up, it's usually a sign that it's the beginning of the end of the warbler migration, but I think we still have a decent amount of time, so I won't get worried just at seeing one. When we start seeing a lot of blackpoll warblers, then we'll start to worry. Here we have an alder flycatcher, which is almost identical in appearance to the willow flycatcher, which is much more common up here. But willow flycatchers go Fitzbew, and alder flycatchers like this say free beer, free beer. Right around 9 a.m., the turkey vultures started to get up, and we had a decent number of migrants for a few hours from the platform, with the flight mostly overhead, and eventually the lake breeze kicked in and pushed it farther inland. Here we have a bald eagle that's not quite a full adult yet. You can still see the dark tip on that tail. Here we have a barn swallow perched on the platform. Around 11 a.m., we made the switch to Frisbee Hill, and we had a few broadwings, but then they pushed farther inland. So we mostly had a light but steady turkey vulture flight throughout the afternoon. Here we have a juvenile sharp-shinned hawk migrating overhead. Here's a juvenile red-tailed hawk. So remember, dark patagial bars and belly band. No dark trailing edge because it's a juvenile, and also no red tail because it's a juvenile. Here we have the top side of a juvenile bald eagle. And the tail is very, very white. You don't normally see this kind of upper tail pattern on a juvenile bald eagle. So from this angle, you would almost be able to mistake it for a golden eagle. But anyway, it was interesting enough. I tried to get a photo even though it was very distant. But so sometimes you have to be careful. You can't just go off of one field mark like the coloration of the tail to claim that something's a golden eagle. Because if you saw the underside of this bird, it was clearly a bald eagle. Here we have a juvenile broad-winged hawk in a glide, and when they're in a glide, their wingtips can look quite pointed. Here is a great blue heron, and here we have two separate species of ducks. So on the top left, we have a mallard, and on the bottom right, we have an American black duck. So you can see how much darker the black duck is underneath. You get that strong contrast between the body color and the underwing. And if we take a look at eBird, I had 72 species at Braddock Bay Park in the morning. And at Frisbee Hill, I had 46 species. Let's take a look at hawk count for our migrant raptor totals. Today, we had 433 turkey vultures, 27 bald eagles, 4 northern harriers, 8 sharp-shinned hawks, 117 broad-winged hawks, and 10 red-tailed hawks, for a total of 599 migrants. We had some new species for the season, which were Wilson's warbler, blackpoll warbler, chestnut-sided warbler, Tennessee warbler, red-eyed vireo, and alder flycatcher. If we take a look at the forecast for tomorrow, we're looking at mostly cloudy early and then partly cloudy, with a stray shower or thunderstorm possible, high around 75, winds west-northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. So this is a day it seems like we won't get a lake breeze kicking in, so we may be able to stay at the platform all day. And I would say anytime there's some sunshine, we have the possibility of a bit of a flight. Keep in mind, this time of the season, we're mostly seeing broad-winged hawks, turkey vultures, and bald eagles migrating. A lot of the other species are starting to slow down, but we're still seeing small numbers of northern harriers and sharp-shinned hawks and an occasional falcon. So yeah, it could be decent tomorrow as long as it's not too rainy or too gloomy. For Monday, we're looking at periods of rain and then becoming windy in the afternoon. High in the low 60s, winds west-southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour, increasing to 20 to 30 miles per hour. So the winds overall, at least in terms of direction, are okay, but just the rain and then how strong the winds are becoming, that might prevent much of a flight. So we'll keep an eye on Monday, but looks like it'll be a bit of a washout. And for Tuesday, we're looking at partly to mostly cloudy and windy, slight chance of a rain shower, high only in the upper 50s, and winds west at 20 to 30 miles per hour. So just really strong winds, and probably won't be too much of a flight. All right, that's it for today. If you liked this video, please hit the like button and be sure to subscribe and hit the notifications bell so you don't miss any of these daily updates from the Braddock Bay Hawk Watch. This is David Brown. Thanks for watching.
Oh.